shifting my mind to get around you.
Yo, what is going on YouTube? My name is of course Catmanjoe and welcome back everybody to another brand new video, guys. Today of course we are back on some Minecraft, and today, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm sure you've all read by the title, we're going to be speaking about Minecraft PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition's storage issues. Now, this is something that is a bit of a plague for a lot of players at the moment. Whether you are part of the category of players that at the moment can play the game without many flaws, you're basically able to really enjoy the game. I wouldn't say to its full extent, but you're still able to enjoy the game more than the other players, which is the players like myself that cannot even play the game, who are getting constant crashes or issues or bugs or world terminations, I was going to say. It's basically happening to everybody, this one specific thing. Now this, I guess, specific thing is the storage issues. A lot of you may have already experienced this. Basically what it is that little bar at the bottom of your screen that tells you, hey, you've got this much space. If you use, the entire amount of space, you have to go back and delete some of your beloved worlds. Whether you like it or not, you have to delete them or you cannot continue playing Minecraft. You can't do anything, in fact, until you delete the worlds or until you delete enough space in order to be able to actually play the game itself. Now, this is something that's had me a little bit, I guess, miffed off for a little while, honestly, and it's something I want to dive deeper into. Now, I got some information the other day to give some context that regarded, I guess, an update coming out to fix this, an update hopefully increasing the size of this, and it led me to, look a little bit more deeper into the subject itself, and what I found out was some amazing and very interesting information that I'm sure a lot of you guys will be quite keen to hear. So yeah, let's just jump right into it. So today's video, or I guess story covering this video, actually begins with a YouTuber by the name of Silent Whisper. A lot of you guys may have heard of him. He's a very, very, very popular YouTuber right now on Minecraft, of course, within the community, and he tweeted out the other day putting, just trying to record a world tour of WC, and it's like nearly impossible. Constant world corruption from not having enough storage space, and that's the actual quote that he used, of course. Unloaded chunks where I need to go, and nether pearls won't take you to the nether, so I can't find people's bases that way either. Now, Silent being quite a big member of the community and whatnot, he does have a lot of subscribers, he's quite well known, and he's a very upcoming YouTuber at the moment, and best of luck to him with that. One of the actual Minecraft developers by the name of Corner Hard MC, one of the actual, again, Minecraft developers up in Seattle, tweeted back at, I guess, Silent, saying 1.15 has a fix for the not enough storage space issue. Now, this right here tweet alone led me to start creating this video. This tweet alone was the one that kind of helped me fuel the beginning of this video. I was going to just cover that, 1.15 is going to hopefully bring a storage upgrade, or a storage update, basically being able to up the storage limit for all players on Bedrock Edition, that you can actually hold more worlds. And it led me to be able to look more into this because I was curious to ask, how much space do we actually currently have, and why is it that we have space, I guess, restrictions? Now, something that a lot of players seem to just overlook, and it's something that's kind of divided, I guess, within the community, and I want to ask your opinions on this as well, but I could have sworn on the Xbox 360 Minecraft Xbox 360 Legacy Edition, this was way back in the day, you used to be able to have unlimited space. It was basically not a question of this is how much space you have, it's about this is how much space you can have. So it was more like if you had, 100 gigabytes of space on your hard drive on your Xbox 360, you could make as many worlds as 100 gigabytes could hold. You had unlimited space, and that was from my recollection, and I'm pretty sure a lot of PlayStation 3 players may recall what I mean as well, because before this little irritating bar that came up at the bottom of our screen saying this is how much space we have, you're limited to this, if you go past this you've got to delete worlds, we used to not have that. We had what was like an unlimited, I guess, supply of, I guess, world creations. Now, I started looking more into this, and what I found was just honestly insane. I found dozens, and I mean dozens of articles related just to PlayStation 4 players, never mind all the other Bedrock players that experienced this as well, of course, on the Nintendo Switch or the Xbox One, all the other players that were complaining about not enough space and the issue, I guess, error message they were getting. And just to give a fair example that this is not, some sort of rubbish, days after Minecraft released for, I guess, or Minecraft Bedrock Edition released for the PlayStation 4, right here on the screen right now, guys, is just some articles on the 12th, 11th, 13th of December and whatnot, the 2nd of January. It was ridiculous. Dozens upon dozens upon dozens of players were reporting issues that, even though some of them as well did have enough space, undoubtedly they had their bar somewhat emptied, it still wouldn't let them play their worlds and was still giving them this bug or error message. Now, from looking into it, that was generally speaking just a bug, but other players were generally still just complaining that they just didn't have enough space. They couldn't purchase any more skin packs or mashup packs or texture packs because they were taking up space on their PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, and it led me to want to hit up one of, I guess, the best Minecraft, developers or, I guess, representatives that there is around, and that is Helen, of course, Helen Angel. She's awesome, she's incredible, and I hit her up asking her a few questions. So I dropped Helen a DM by saying, "Hey Helen, wasn't too sure who to ask on this matter, but you're the nicest Mojang representative I've spoken to, so I was wondering if you would know, or if you know, why exactly the console Bedrock Editions have a storage limit ? Ever since the release of PlayStation 4 Legacy Edition, I've been curious to ask why Mojang changed the storage, the storage system from the original using just your local system storage to a set amount of storage. I've done some research on how much storage exactly we get to use, and it seems on the Bedrock platforms it's set to 2 GB, which at least for myself is not enough on PlayStation 4 Bedrock." I also then added another kind of message saying, "I did hear apparently in the 1.15 there are plans to fix this ? Wasn't too sure, or wasn't sure if that means we could expect to see a larger space limit, or perhaps a change in storage options entirely. Anyways, my apologies if this isn't a question you can answer. I just don't know who could answer it, lol. And I know you're always around helping the community. Hope things are good, and sorry if I'm disturbing you, Joseph." Now give Helen her due, because she is so nice and she's so fast at replying and whatnot. She did reply by saying, "We didn't change the storage systems," and it kind of caught me off guard because it was literally the minute right after I sent my actual original message. I replied back with saying, "Oh hello, haha, didn't think I'd see you, or didn't think you'd get back that quickly, but then what happened?" Now Helen kind of divulged a little bit more information about it, and it was quite interesting to hear. She put, "We didn't block it at 2 GB either. I just confirmed that with a dev. He said that we use as much space as a console platform allows for an individual profile. It's 3 GB on Switch and Xbox One, 4 GB on PlayStation 4, but PlayStation 4 and Switch include all DLC in that number." So what she's referring to, or what she's meaning there, by the way, if anybody's curious, is that unlike, I guess, the Xbox One and whatnot, the Xbox One, I guess, space is only set at 3 GB for some stupid pronounced reason, that only includes just worlds. So all your space, that entire 3 GB is dedicated just to simply the worlds, which is great, that's how it should be, but for some reason, on Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4, that's not the case. Your skin packs, mashup packs, texture packs, world packs, whatever it may be, the resource packs, whatever it is, they all also get included in that number of space, so that extra 1 GB just disappears within seconds. Now I ended up responding myself by saying, "On the Xbox 360/PlayStation 3, I was sure you were able to have, metaphorically speaking, unlimited space if you had the storage on that console, or on the console. Oops, sorry, just in your new message as I typed, let me read it, or let me have a read." And obviously, of course, she just said, "No, they were limited by local profile, but it may have been more space back then, I can't remember." And then she put, "Of course, haha, no worries." Now, after hearing and whatnot, and of course reading all this, I was quite confused, because again, I'm almost certain, and I would like to ask a lot of the people in the community right now watching this video, if you had an Xbox 360 or a PlayStation 3, one of the old school kind of consoles for Minecraft on the original Legacy Edition, if you had unlimited space, or if you were restricted at all ever, because as far as I could recall, I've had 8 Xbox 360s and each of them broken, but from, you know, as much as I could recall, you did have unlimited space. So my next question was quite important, because it was more of a question of, then why did you do this? What was the point of it? So I put, "So Mojang never made the decision to lower any storage limitations, ? So it's not even Mojang's decision, it's, I'm presuming, the console platform owners, sorry. So for instance, it would be Microsoft, or, you know, Nintendo's or Sony's or whatnot, of course." And then I said, "Also, do you have any idea on why PlayStation 4 and Switch include all DLC unlike on the Xbox?" And then of course I responded again, just, you know, basically saying, you know, my apologies, because she hadn't responded the rest of that night, and I was like, oh god, I don't be bothering this woman if she's working, so yeah, I left it there. Now the next day I got my final few messages that I want to mention before, you know, we wrap this entire thing up, which was from Helen, and she said, "No, we never made the decision, and it's not in the code." Now, what I think she was referring to here, of course, was obviously Mojang never made this decision. This decision to lower the limitation of space for every, you know, local profile was never made by them at all. This was just, of course, brought in by them because they had to bring it in, but it was actually, I guess, brought up by Sony, Microsoft, or Nintendo. But when she put it was never in the code, I was kind of confused, because what was, you know, or it's not in the code, I was kind of confused on what's not in the code, you know. I was kind of like, okay, that's a little bit random. Now I think what it is, and what she was referring to, is why I guess PlayStation 4 and Switch actually include all the DLC unlike on Xbox, and I think it's because it's not in the code that they shouldn't do that. That's what she was basically saying. So what I think the 1.15 update that's coming out soon could be bringing us, guys, perhaps maybe isn't an actual storage update, for instance, but it could just be a repair to this. It could be adding to the code or changing it it so that all your DLC and, you know, skin packs, master packs, texture packs, whatever it may be, all actually get saved on a different kind of platform as opposed to this 4 GB limitation space on the PlayStation 4. Now the thing is, I didn't really get to speak to Helen much more after this, which was kind of sad because I had a few more things I wanted to bring up to her, and I actually asked a few more questions, but again, she hasn't been active since, and I want to bring this to you guys and, you know, your attention and whatnot. The serious issue right now of PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition and the storage thing is something that could be fixed very easily, but it's something that was actually inherently created by Mojang themselves. You see, because we currently only have a 4 GB, I guess, space limitation for our worlds on PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, and of course I presume Legacy Edition as well, this means that right now we are basically sharing 2 GB on each platform. So if you're kind of, I guess, a little bit more confused on what I mean, let me kind of break it down and elaborate a little bit more. So for instance, right now, we have got both our worlds getting, I guess, synced up to the old edition and the new edition. If you go on the Xbox One Bedrock Edition, I guess, of course, by itself, the only way you can get your old worlds is by forcefully importing them from the old edition. It isn't synced, or isn't synced up, sorry, cynic. It isn't synced up where your worlds instantly start taking up space. You have to import them and then they start taking up space. So basically what it means is that the Xbox One Legacy Edition of Minecraft, alright, on the Xbox One of course, has got the 4 GB of space where all your old worlds are by itself. That's totally untouched, that's I guess, related to this entire thing. And then you've got your Bedrock Edition Xbox One storage, it's still 4 GB as well. So if you can put into number wise, basically combining both of them, you've got 8 GB, you've got 4 on each. However, you can only import worlds to each one, you know what I mean? So it doesn't mess with each other. However, on Bedrock Edition on the PS4, because they made this PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition version quite unique by making it 2 games within one, we currently share that limited 4 GB of space between both old and new. So then when you add all that together, the old and new space, obviously we're going to need new space for the new kind of worlds that we're going to be creating, the, you know, infinite worlds, whatever it may be, and our old space for all our old cherished and I guess loved or beloved, I guess, worlds. Obviously that's going to be a huge thing, but then of course you've got the mashup packs, texture packs, skin packs, whatever it may be, resource packs, whatever, they're also now taking up space for some bananas reason. So we're getting no space at all. For me on Bedrock Edition, to give a fair example, I literally have got no space. My PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition, I've got no space. I've only got a decent amount of worlds, I've got a few, but it's not honestly as many as I could have, and I still cannot even play Bedrock Edition. It doesn't let me play Bedrock Edition or join friends or do whatever I want to do because my space is full, which is just ridiculous and stupid. And this is where I'd like to end this video with, guys. What do you all think about this? Do you guys think they should definitely split the versions? Do you guys think they should make 2 different versions the way they should be, as in 2 different versions as opposed to 1? Because I think this is undoubtedly what's created most of the issues for PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition and all the people within the community on it. If you look at it, you know, from a different kind of point of view, from outside point of view, it's quite clear to see that PlayStation 4 Bedrock Edition should be a separate edition of Minecraft. And the issue is that whenever you want to play Minecraft Legacy Edition now, you have to load with, you know, you have to load into Bedrock Edition and then go to Legacy Edition. I mentioned this other night on one of my streams on Twitch that logically speaking, they should have made a third-party screen that prompts you first to ask, listen, when you load up Minecraft, before you even get into either Bedrock or Legacy, you got a third-party screen that says, listen, which one do you want to play? Do you want to play Bedrock? We'll go there. Do you want to play Legacy? We'll go there. As opposed to this stupid kind of system where you load into Bedrock regardless of what you want to do, then you have to go to Bedrock, or sorry, from Bedrock to Legacy. It's a really redundant and stupid thing. But yeah, guys, so here's hoping in the 1.15 update that is coming hopefully very soon. That is going to be the Nether update. If any of you guys don't know, that's going to be the 1.15. Here's hoping David wasn't lying and we actually get to see this new kind of hopefully storage update. I would love to see an update on storage where we can hold and get more worlds and whatnot for all platforms on Bedrock Edition. You know, of course, Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and Switch, because this is seriously an issue that's plaguing quite a lot of players like myself who have more hefty worlds, you could say, and it's something that definitely needs to get upgraded or fixed or implemented. And yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching today's video. Hope you guys really did go to enjoy it. If you guys did, please be sure to drop a like in it, share it with your friends and family, and of course subscribe if you're new around here on the channel. My channel right now is just past 27,000 subscribers. I want to just say as well, thank you very much to everybody who supported me on getting there. My goal right now is 35,000, so if you guys can subscribe and share the videos around and whatnot and help me get there, it would be greatly appreciated, folks. I hope you went to enjoy today's video. A lot of research went into it, I can assure you. And yeah, guys, other than that, thank you for watching today's video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful day or a wonderful night wherever you guys are, and yeah, guys, peace out.